So good morning, everybody. It's great to see you this morning. Hello over in Facebook. Oh, hang on. Have I gone right live in the right group? Let me just double check. We are in B Community. Fantastic. I went live in the wrong group last week. Morning, Tasha. Good to see you. Morning, Hannah. Happy New Year. I know. Gosh. Well, I have to say, I was reflecting last night, and I was sort of tuning into my body and how I was feeling. I thought, how am I feeling? And I recognized some anxiety, actually, a sort of that sense of, the only way I could think of, the analogy that came to mind this morning as I was thinking about what we would need today was, I felt like I was stood on the banks of a river and watching a really fast flowing river. And I knew that I needed to re-enter that river and be in there. Tasha, really looking forward to this. Oh, brilliant, Tasha. Now, and as I imagine myself on the banks of this river and watching this fast flowing river, which is like this, this daily life we've got to now get back into after the break, there's an anticipation, there's an anxiousness about that, and also a desire to slow things down and to keep ourselves, to keep connected to the bank, and almost that nervousness of stepping back into the water. And we have a couple of choices when we step back in. We can either almost try to be like a boulder and hold ourselves firm and be really heavy in the water and keep our position. And almost like, imagine a big boulder in a fast flowing river and the water flows around it and it feels the pressure of that water. And over time, it wears that down. Or we can be like a branch or a leaf that flows along with the river and lets go of trying to control it or tame it or hold it back. And it's that being able to let go and relax into the flow is what actually conversely allows us to manage and to cope with what's happening without being worn down by it. And that's what our meditation practice is going to give us, and that's what this morning's practice is about really dropping into a sense of letting go. And we're just going to let go. We're going to be focusing on our body, and we're just going to let go of the need to hold on, that feeling that we might not even be aware that we've got, of needing to hold things tightly. And it is dark, Judith, out here. It's probably the darkest it's been. We were doing 8:30 over the break. So let's find ourselves into a nice comfortable position. It's actually, I've got about 10 layers on, so I'm actually not even cold this morning, so it's quite nice. But it's so nice hearing the birds wake up as we meditate, and there's a few been screeching at me since I come out, and the dog's racing around me. Can you hear her? You can hear her. She kind of keeps racing around me. She's probably going to come in the middle and kind of try and climb on my lap. That's what she tends to do when it's cold. So if you hear heavy breathing, it's not me, okay, it's the dog. There's only two things to know with this type of meditation that we're going to do, and that is the usual instructions that I give is posture-wise, we just want to be active but relaxed. So we don't want to be falling asleep, not for this particular type of meditation. Although of course you can use it that way and lie down and deeply relax if you're going back to sleep, or you're using it, listening to this later on. We also don't want to be holding it too tight. And in fact, that's going to be the whole purpose of this meditation, is recognizing where we're holding it tight and allowing ourselves to let go and step into the river and know that we can go with the flow of no matter how busy things are, and we're going to be okay. So find a comfortable position. Morning, Tiff, great to see you. And as we find ourselves there, and just gradually closing down the eyes, I'm going to cover my fingers back up. And just allow yourself to take a sigh. We're gradually stepping back into the river. But just as when the fast flowing river, that area at the side, it can be a little bit slower flowing. We can take our time. We can just begin to feel the pull of the water before we let go. So just notice your body in the chair or in your bed. Notice your body temperature. Are there areas of your body that are warm? Are there areas that are feeling the cold? Maybe if you're snuggled up in blankets or in jumpers, you can notice the skin on your face, or your hands, anywhere that's exposed to the air. You notice the difference in temperature, beginning to tune into the subtleties of our body. And can you notice the sounds around you? When we're anxious or anticipating something, our senses become so one-dimensional and we become lost in our own mind or focused on one thing. And as we expand our awareness out and take in the sounds and the sensations, we begin to remind ourselves that we're okay. Can you hear the sounds around me? The distant sounds of the birds. And then noticing the weight of your body in the chair or the bed. And then we'll begin by taking our attention to the very tips of the fingers. If you've meditated with me before, this is somewhere we go often. And we try to, whenever we pay attention on the fingertips, really pay attention to what we're experiencing right now, not what we imagine we're feeling or what we think we should feel. Just what do you feel in your fingertips right now? Just paying attention there without expectation or anticipation. And maybe after a moment, there's that gentle tingling or buzzing in the fingers. The nervous system responding to your attention. Your fingers preparing for movement. And if there's no sensation, that's okay too. Just keep your attention there, bringing it back every time the mind wanders, which it will. And then adding your toes. Noticing the big toe on each foot. And the toes on all the way down to the little toes. And then allowing that awareness to take in the whole foot now. Your left and your right. Noticing the weight of the leg into the foot. If you're sitting down and your legs are spilling down to the floor, or if you're on the bed, maybe noticing the heels or the sides of the foot pressing into the mattress. Perhaps there's other sensations in the body that come and go. Maybe there's sounds that become prominent for a moment, or thoughts. And we're just gradually stepping into the water, imagining that as you step in deeper and deeper, it travels up the body, allowing the body to relax. So noticing the ankles, the shins and the calves. And as you pay attention there, imagining that you are letting go just a little bit of the muscles there. Maybe the sensations are very subtle. But just imagining that you don't need to do anything. Noticing the knees. the thighs, the hips. Feeling the weight of your legs now as if you were floating in the water. How would that feel in the legs and the hips if there was no weight? Neutral. You can let go of the effort of holding any muscles in the buttocks or in the hips, the pelvis. Maybe there you can feel a lightness or a heaviness. We're just letting go just a little bit more. Coming back anytime the mind wanders, knowing that's just what the mind does. Noticing the belly. The belly, especially if there's an anxiety or emotion, is definitely a place that we can hold on. And after eating and drinking and relaxing for a couple of weeks, maybe the belly feels sluggish and heavy. See if you can let go. Noticing any judgments that come up as you pay attention to the belly. Letting them go too. Allowing that awareness to travel up the body to the belly button, the rib cage. Imagining that water creeping up the body, allowing you to let go and be held. You don't need to do anything. There's no effort or trying. You're just letting go. Feeling the chest rising and falling gently, and the belly rising and falling as you breathe. Shoulders. Noticing if the shoulders can let go just a little bit more, and the shoulders can move away from the ears as your awareness spills down the arms, down to the elbows, down the lower arms to the hands. So now it's as if your whole body, all the way up to your neck, is in the water now. And it's a warm, gentle water that, even though it was fast flowing and looked like it would be moving too fast, your body's actually able to let go. You don't need to do anything. You can allow a deeper feeling of relaxation to just emerge. Maybe hearing the sounds of the birds. Coming back to that awareness of the body. And then taking in the face, the jaw, the cheeks. Noticing the tongue in the mouth. And the forehead. And noticing the top of the head. Feeling the energy entering the body in the top of the head. And now the whole body is floating. You can let go just a little bit more. If the mind wanders, just come back to that sense of your whole body. No effort or trying. And gently bringing your attention back to your fingers now. Slowly returning movement there. Allow yourself to take some slower, deeper breaths all the way down to the belly. Breathing in through the nose. Letting the breath leave the nose. Inhaling. Exhaling. And returning movement to the rest of the body, maybe stretching the arms, the legs, and blinking open the eyes whenever you're ready. There's a little bit more light behind me now as you open your eyes. It's always like a bit like magic, I think, when I open my eyes and there's light and I can see. Now, two things to let you know about this week. The first is the Ninja Mind Skills program that starts on Sunday, and that is a 21-day program where each day you'll get a short video, an email in the morning, which gives you just a short knowledge video and a practice of various practices that are all about designed to make meditation something that is you're more empowered to do yourself. So you have the knowledge and understanding, but also micro practices and ways to scaffold a practice that you can do wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And really getting underneath the skin. So you can have a look into that. I know a couple of you are joining me on that, so I'm very excited. And during that 21 days, you also will be you'll also be invited to join my members Facebook group where the daily live meditations happen on Tuesday to Friday. So throughout that period, you'll be able to meditate every day with us. And also, as part of that, you also have a free access to a workshop that I'm doing next Monday evening, which is all about starting this new year in the right way. So without intentions that don't bite, but we can actually let go of the year that just happened to us, really process that, but also then tune into what we want for the year ahead in a nourishing way rather than a punishing way. So you can join that. You can also pay to join that workshop too, but if you join the Ninja Mind Skills, it actually comes as a bonus of that. And those of you who are here who are members, you already come to that anyway because you are part of your membership. So I hope to see some of you joining me for the Ninja Mind Skills. And for those of you who are members, you have access to this too as part of your membership. And if you want to get the email sequence to help you follow along rather than just going into the materials on our B School, then let me know and I can organise that for you. Take care, everybody, and I hope that as you step back into the river today, if that's what's happening for you, that you can take a little bit of this peace and calm and just let go and flow with whatever happens. And I'll see you all soon. Take care.